it's family. This feels like one giant family. It makes you feel at home. I'm home. Initially, I'd seen a couple of my favorite artists on this platform, and I'd scroll by and I'm like, wait, what's this? Wait, that's cool. First, it just looked cool. And then as I saw more and started to go to the page and scroll some more, how organic the process was from it just being something that a family wanted to do during a certain time. And that felt like how I create anyway. And it just felt transparent and honest and organic. So I was rocking with that. It's always going to be Prince, Michael, Stevie, no order. And that's just the inflections, the use of their vocal. But Tina Marie, Patti LaBelle, Bilal, there's too many to name. I love sounds. I love strings. I love horns. So, yeah, my Mount Rushmore have to be that. Mike, Prince, Stevie. Or you mentioned breathing the same air and what it smells like to be in there. Whatever custom cologne he used to wear smelled incredible every day. I'm like, Mike, what is that? It's like, I'd never know, but I just knew he was in the room. He had an aura about him that you could only expect being the king of pop. He had a glow, and to be around him, there was a wall and a barrier that I broke just being 22, 23 at that time and having this wonderful song that he loved. He was in love with it and wanted me to make sure that it sounded exactly the way he wanted it. So he trusted a 22, 23-year-old version of me to coaching the king of pop into what to do. And it's still an unreal, surreal thing to say out loud, but when I press play on it, I can hear the work that we did and hear the fun times and smell the soul food that we ate every day. You know, it's I got another side of Mike, and I'm one of the very few that will sit in this exact chair and be able to tell you that. And it's an absolute honor to have worked with him and to been around him in that way. I'm blessed. I'm thankful that I could trust myself in those settings to not only be in a Michael Jackson's presence, be in a Dr. Dre's presence, and stand on my own too, bringing to the table what I bring. And Dr. Dre not only encouraged that, he brought something else out of me and encouraged me to aim higher. I'd done so much. He'd done so much with Casablanca. We'd never done this, though. So if we were ever going to create anything, it had to be of this magnitude. And musically, we did this for the culture. We took jazz, funk, R&B, hip-hop, all the things, and made it this one mood, this one place, this one nostalgic moment that feels like not only this family barbecues of generations ago that are still going. The ancestors were with us with this one. So I'm just thankful that Dr. Dre seen something in me and brought something else out of me that I didn't even see in myself at that time. So Casablanca, whew, breath of fresh air. Chucky, Thompson and family I've been around for years. We connected when I worked with one of my absolute favorite artists, Emily King, and we created a few songs with and for her. And I've just been a fan of what he'd done prior to that anyway, and just such an inspiration. I'm into bridges and interludes and R&B because of how he created that ground up. And the first time I met him, I sang his synth solo from Usher's interlude number 2 that Faith Evans was doing the backgrounds on, and that's how we connected outside of music. It was family, and such a huge loss, not only for music but just for community, as he was very present in uplifting and bringing everybody else up. And it's rare to have that in this industry. And he wasn't industry, he was just how it feels out here. He was from Porch, he was family. So he will be, and still is, like, missed. All of us, absolutely every last one of us. the ones that came before and the ones that will come after, because of the path that's been laid. I feel like I'm one of the very few. There are a few others too that no one really checks that we're actually British. They just love the work. But I feel like enough UK artists have to acknowledge that there were paths laid for more of us to come. So I'm just encouraging every UK singer to just do you. I didn't have a me to even check for at that time. Like, there's so many of us, you just have to check for it. So go ahead, UK. Enough respect. I'm Marsha Ambrosius, live from the front porch.